bunnies. Hey, honey bun. How you guys doing? Welcome to Grace Reporting. Today's topic is a very interesting one. So come along and let's get this show started. Okay, guys, today's topic, the topic I want to talk about is, should you be licensed to have a child? Should you? Is that a law that is going to be a possibility one day? Ooh, you gotta watch to find out. Is that something that can be put in place to tell you when you are allowed to have a child? And what is your opinion? I want you guys to leave your comments, and I want you guys to lean in and talk to me and let me know what you think. All right, guys, as we know, having a child is a miracle because the whole process of having a child is amazing. I watched some fertilization video, and I'm telling you, the whole process that little sperm have to go through it's more work than some of these men are putting in that right now. More work than they're putting in right now. So it's just amazing. I mean, that just shows how amazing the Most High is as well. So it has to go through so much different obstacles just to get here. It goes through a lot. It's not a 1, 2, 3 things. If you really study biology and you look at how all this thing come together, the human life, the fertilization, the egg, the sperm harvesting come together and make me and make you, you know, it's like, it's a beautiful thing. So why now are the lives of people possible? It's a possibility that the government may soon tell you how many kids to have. Don't run out now and go get pregnant. Please relax. So yes, guys, what do you guys think about having a license to have a child? Do you think that's something that should be put in place? Do you think that's violating a woman's rights and violating her body? Because in China, they have a law in place that you are only allowed to have 2 kids. Before it was 1, but now they're stepping up slowly. They're turtling it slowly but surely. So now we're at 2 kids. Just recently, here in 2021, they made the law where now you can have 3 kids. Why do you think that is? Why do you think a place like China that was so strict? When I tell you they were strict, and if you dare popped up with more than 2 kids at the time when the policy was 1, when I tell you they was not about, listen, you could damn near lose your life. If you mess around, don't mess around and have twins. Hide them from the Chinaman. You know? Don't mess around and have twins. So the policy was for you to have 1 child. Now it's 3. Let's take a look in this video that I put together why now they want you to have, the Chinese people, government, 3 years.
Aging population, the birth rate slump and decline in the number of working age people pose a threat to China's economic and social ambitions. So today the government's policy of allowing only 2 children per family became 3.
So as you can see, they need more kids. Why? Is it just to populate the world? That's not even the real reason why they want more kids. They want more kids because the population is diminishing. It's sluggish. It's slow. So now they need more people to carry on the work. So it's not even that they need the people like that. They have things that needs to get done. Hey, we need some kids. Go over there, Ching Long Hu, and let's go. Go get pregnant and come on here now. You understand? So they need more kids. They need more kids. So they're upping it up. It was at 2, now it's at 3. It took some time, but they're there. But let's put China law to the side for a second, because we're here in America. Should you have a license to have a child? What's my opinion on that? I think it's not a bad idea. I'm going to be honest with you. The nonsense that I see happening now, the foolishness that's going on, You can't go on vacation because Ray Ray and John John been beefing since 1995. Now you're on vacation. Now everything is explode. It's chaotic out there. You understand? So yes, I think a license to have a child needs to be in place. Listen, I'm just saying it like I see it. You see, a lot of kids is being abused. Have you ever been abused? A lot of kids is being neglected. A lot of kid is barely getting by. Barely getting by. You understand what I'm saying to you? So maybe something needs to be put in place so when you do get pregnant, you cherish that child, because what? That is now a privilege for you to have that child. You're not just gonna, let me tell you something. It's just like you're driving, right? There's a law in place because if you speed, you get a ticket, right? That's the law. And another law, if you don't wear your seatbelt, you get a ticket. Click it or ticket. Remember that little logo? So these are laws that are in place. So I'm not saying people don't break the law, but the majority of people you see, they have on their seatbelt because they don't want that ticket. So I feel like something needs to be in place. And what I think needs to be in place is this: a screening. That's right, I said it. A screening needs to be in place before you run around having kids. Because some of y'all are mentally a little bit mental. Yes. Some of you guys who are having kids are a little bit mental. This is how y'all are mental. Remember that show Maury? Remember Maury? You are the father, you are not the father, and they all fall out on the floor and we all laugh. It's funny, but it's really, really not funny. But let's take a look at Maury and so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay?
Kaylee Tyler, you are not the father.
Maury never fails. She ran so fast. She needs to be in a track and field. She's actually in the wrong show. You understand? Now, she didn't know who her father was, her child's father was. She's blaming this man, and he was not even the father. Now, if she was screened, and if she had a license, I bet you she wouldn't know this. I bet you should have known who her baby father was. Because she would have known, like, you know what? Let me make sure I'm good. Let me make sure everything is in place because, you know, I don't want to, this is my one chance to have this child. You wouldn't be just out there willy-nilly in it. You wouldn't be out there just taking strike. This is like a lotto. You wouldn't just, I hope it hit. I hope he's a father. You know? No, you would know for a fact. I was with John John. I was with John John Monday. I've been with John John. I was with John John Tuesday. You wouldn't be like, damn girl, I missed my period. Way in the water. You know, you wouldn't be nervous. You would know exactly what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why screening needs to be, because a lot of people have mental issues. They have stuff that they've had from generation back that that never dealt with, that was never dealt with. So now you're having a child with another man. He has more demons than they are down there, right? So now his demon is meeting her mental. What kind of kid you think you're gonna have? A Chucky.
Hi, I'm like Chucky. Wanna play?
So you don't want to have Chucky kids. You want to have vibrant kids, amazing kids, beautiful kids, upstanding kids. You understand? So I think something do need to be put in place, because the thing is, a lot of these women are, and listen, and I'm not trying to come down on the woman because I myself is a woman. A lot of these women have these kids for these men, and they know he's not about that life. They call him, hey, Ray, yeah, I'm pregnant. Hello? Hello? Ray has moved out the country. Please try again in the next 25 years when the kid is grown. Okay? So, you know that some of these men are not about that baby life. All they want to do is be intimate and then be out. They want to have a drive-by, a Wendy's 12 midnight drive-by. That's what they want to have. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful in who you are entangling yourself with. No Jada Pinkett, but you have to watch the entanglement. Okay? Because if you don't, this can happen to you. You can be in Murray not knowing who your baby father is. You want to have a beautiful child with somebody who's going to be there. And yes, I do believe that this needs to be something that needs to be in the works. I'm sorry. And I know they're saying that the world is getting overpopulated. I don't believe that. I think they just want to put something in place for a systematic control. But you can control your ovaries. The government don't necessarily have to tell you, okay, Shanae, you can have a baby next year around December, okay? You don't need the government to tell you that, because you are going to be smart, you are going to pick wisely, and you're going to be ahead of the game. So you have to know what you're doing, because I know I'm just doing this show about screening to have a child, but I'm telling you, just like they did it in China, it's a possibility it could be here sooner than later. Sooner than later. And listen, a lot of people say when you have it, before you have a child, you should be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your money's up to here, and all financially should be good. That's not the only thing that makes you a great parent, is finance. Because a lot of people have money and they are the worst parent on the planet. You understand what I'm saying to you? So money doesn't cut it. Yes, it's nice to have money, because of course the child needs money for him to have a healthy and a prosperous life. So money is needed. But the most important thing a child needs is love and attention. Okay? And if you know you're not ready for that, if you know you're not ready to give this child love and attention, and if you know that you're going to be having these kids and waiting for the welfare system to take care of it, you do not need to be having all these kids. Let's take a look at this video and let's see what this lady thinks about the kids that she had.
Even providing her furniture. Adams says it isn't enough.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children, and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need.
This is why we need screenings. Screen everywhere. All right, we're about to get flat screen at this point, okay? We need screening, because that's the problem. A lot of people think, you know what, I'm going to have these kids, and if he want to leave, he could leave, but the government is here, and he best to take care of my kids. You cannot think like that. And the crazy thing is, this is how people are thinking. That the government is supposed to take care of your kids that you laid down and that you decided to have. That's not fair. The government is there for an emergency. If you need something, if you was in a situation and you got a setback, then they're there for an emergency, not to take care of your 11 kids. Y'all gonna drain the government out to nothing. It's already halfway drained. Ugh. You know? So, yes, I think something needs to be in place. Because now when you go on vacation and you have your girls trip or your boys trip, you would think twice before you start doing extracurricular activities. You'll be like, oh, gotta get my screening. You know? Are you screened? Just like, okay, you see right now, right? With the coronavirus. Everybody is like, they're scared to touch. If you sneeze, they look, listen, you could only sneeze once. You dare sneeze 3 times. They give you the look of death. What's she doing? Did she just sneeze 3 times? No. Report her. She is corona. So you have to treat people like that when you meet them. How's his mental? How's his parents? How is he with his friends and family? Can he keep a job? When was the last time he had a job? Why is his pants sagging? Was he in jail? Was he a scammer? You got to ask all these questions. You are actually doing a screening of this man. I'm telling you, just like when they go to the airport, they screen you. Why? So you don't get on the plane and do the nonsense. So I think something needs to be in place. Before you ask questions, hey, how you doing? What you do for a living? What do you like to do? What's your favorite color? Where you like to go? What's your family last name? No. You're gonna walk around with a screening card, just like how they're about to have the green card for the passport to show that you've been vaccinated, right? So it's the same thing they need to put in place now. Do you have your screening to have a child? Are you capable of having a child? Are you responsible to have a child? All these things need to be in place before you have a child. I am so serious. Remember, you get with a guy. It takes 24 hours for fertilization to start. And in 24 hours, a sperm can hit the egg, and they go to beauty of life in 24 hours. But it takes 3 days for the rest of the sperm to swim to the egg. So it's 150 million that comes out. And out of 150, only one make it. You understand? So you really have to screen, because you need to make sure the one that's going to make it is the one that's going to really make it. You follow what I'm saying? So you have to know what you are doing. So if it's 24 hours it takes for fertilization to start, that's fast. Let's take a clip and let's see how fast. Who would be compared to somebody that's 24 hours? 24 hours stimulation. Let's take a little look at this video. I think he's the perfect person.
Athlete in track and field. And honestly, he just might have been the most dominant athlete in the world.
That's a great spermer. Yep. I think Usain Bolt, I think his last name says it all. Okay? I think he is good for this. Okay? So yes, guys, ladies, pull on up. Let's go. Be careful. You can't just be looking for a guy just because he's cute and he has a rented Lexus, the new one. Them Lexus are nice, I ain't gonna lie. But listen, seriously, don't just go for him because he has a few dollars in the bank. And that could be a PP loan scam, so you gotta be careful. Or because he has a Maserati. That could be rented under his great-grandmother name, so be careful. You understand? And be very careful when they tell you things. Do your own little investigation. Find out who he was dating last. Find out how he treated her. Because 10 out of 10, he's going to probably treat you the same way. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying everybody's perfect. Everybody's not perfect. But if you do your own research on the person that you want to have a child with, come on. That's a big responsibility. You can't just leave it up to luck. Screens. Everybody gets screened. Matter of fact, before you go to somebody's house, you need to be screened. Screen, make sure he don't come in or she don't come in and steal your damn money or steal your costume jewelry. I don't know. We're going to screen everybody. Screen, screen, screen. Matter of fact, I'm going to change my social media name to Screen. Okay? Oh my God. Okay, guys. I just wanted to bring that to you because I thought that was an interesting topic. I just think everything needs to be put in place at this point. You have people going around here having kids that can't take care of them. And that's just the bottom line. You have kids suffering. You have one woman have 11 baby fathers. That's not a good look. Why do you have a whole hand of baby fathers? Why? Huh? Really? You understand? So that's why something needs to be put in place. So they did a poll, and the poll that they did, 61.5% said no, they wasn't with the whole screening, and with the whole to have a license, and 38.5% said yes, you should have a license to have a child. So you see, it's almost half and half. You know, you should have a license to have a child for the most part, you know, because you just never know what is happening in somebody else's life. You're going to take their life, mix it with yours. You never know. So, you know, like they always say, be cautious. Be cautious. This is your life that you're talking about. This is a child that you're talking about. Once you get it, you can't return it. You understand? So just be careful, please. I thank you guys for watching. And this is Grace reporting